All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my...
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to break. Mike, 50 seconds. You draw portion.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Get it.
Now Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. You gotta be ready. Don't be scared. Check 37. Check 37. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, Delta. Mike 51. Mike 51. Shoot.
Now Jones. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Set 70, Indy. Here we go. Here we go. Protein spill.
Now Gordon on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 80 weapons. Now.
This is Gordon. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 17-yard line.
Los Angeles.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yes, yes. 90 is a mic. Hey, 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 hey.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Check, check. Break down. Christian, travel. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. 50, plant. 61, matchbox, right.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
No, 258! 52's the mark. They're going to need some therapy after this.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
No, 319! Mike, get in the weight room! Get in the weight room!
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
Let's go! 90 Wolf! You better be afraid! General West! You better be afraid of me!
Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Timmy Jernigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. After the sack on first down, Jones is going to fight, and this is caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Set up. 18 Gator. Come on now, come on now. Topper. Team. SOS.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
X3, 218, jump. Hey. Kill. 57 to Mike. Get ready. Go.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Broncos nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyler Boyd, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Back. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Set. 60 outlaw. Coaching spell.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready. 70, Indy. 80 weapons. Hey, orbit. Hey. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Go.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I smell fear in that offense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You got it.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep. Over.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Here we go, set. 90 Wolf. Let's make these babies come to West. Check 26, check 26. Ready.
On 1st down, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
1st down, Chargers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
6-6, pull it high.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. 4 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
35-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
13 yards. First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the end. You draw quarters.
Here's Jones. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Quit talking about it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, Rodgers. It's hauled in by Shepard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch the screen.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Take Sam off. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Protein spill.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Taking it deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Green 18. Back north. Check back. Green 18.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers to throw again. To Shepard, complete over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's got room. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Jones off the play fake, rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones. This short throw caught by Goddard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Let's go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
61, matchbox lights. Check 13. Check 52. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Complete to Jones. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Gold with the extra point. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Set to kick off.
Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers operating from the gun, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No. 258. 53. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Chargers first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
90
36
Wolf.
line.
General West. Come on, QB, come on. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now Jones. Off-play action. Caught by Jones. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
No. 319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Push him back.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
50 seconds to Mike. 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Break. Watch 57. And we got Topper.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he completes it to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
258. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank